Let me know if you guys relate to this. So you have an avoidant partner, or maybe you don't know they're avoidant. All you know is that they're not prioritizing you and they can't seem to show up no matter what. So you come to them and you say, please, can you show up for me? Please, can you prioritize me? And what they keep saying is, okay, I'll do better. I promise you I'll do better. I promise you I'll work on it, blah, blah, blah. Maybe a week or two goes by and they are working on it and everything is amazing and getting back to normal, and then sure as shit, it goes back to how it was before. They're not prioritizing you. They're putting everything else above you. You're feeling like you're not even a part of the relationship, like the two of you are completely separate and you don't understand why this is happening. I want to compare this to someone like me who has ADHD. This relationship with my mom, she's very type A, she's very organized. She always, she's on top of her shit, okay? And she'll come to me all the time being like, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to blah, blah, blah. And I have a daughter and my mom's always trying to help us keep things together. And so I'm always like, yes, okay, I got it. I'm gonna stay organized. I'm gonna get this, like everything's gonna be fine. I got this. So maybe like 1 or 2 weeks will go by where like I have everything organized. I'm like, yes, we're on top of it. I had the day off. I got all the bills paid. We're on top of her homeschool. Everything's great. And then sure as shit, it always goes back to how it was before because of my ADHD. I start falling behind, I get disorganized, I don't know how to keep up, blah, blah, blah. And no matter how hard I try, it's like I always end up back in this same scenario. I would like to compare this to how avoidants often are. And this may not be true with every single avoidant, but I think there are a lot of people who have avoidant attachment, especially when they're in a long-term relationship with you, where they actually desperately want to be doing right by you. They feel actually a lot of shame and discomfort when you are unhappy with them. And what tends to happen, and I know this was true in my relationship with my avoidant ex, again, it may not be true with everyone, but in my situation, it was like the longer the relationship went on and the more unhappy I was with how he was showing up in the relationship, the more and more that he started showing up worse. And there would be like every few months I would come to him and say like, I'm really not happy with the way you're showing up. Is there any way you can work on this? Yes, I promise it'll be different. I'll work on it, blah, blah, blah. Goes into the fawn response, tries to work on it. Maybe it's okay for a week and then it falls back into how it was. Here's the thing. With people who have avoidant attachment, when they don't know that they have it and they haven't worked on it, it's a nervous system response to overwhelm. So no matter what you say or do, when they start to feel overwhelmed, when they start to feel shame in the relationship, or when they start to feel like they're not doing enough for you, there's only one response to that. And that is for them to try to relieve that stress and that overwhelm by pulling away. And that's why the same thing ends up happening over and over, where they try to prioritize you, but they realize they can't maintain it. And so then they continue to fall back into that same pattern or that same response.